How has NUCA-WINS changed the way you manage the recording of utility strike damage incidents?
Damage side of things, it helps because it stores the information for so long. And by the time we get an invoice from a utility owner or whatnot, that information is always back there, everything from the day of the site. Because typically what happens is, and I'm just speaking for our side of the excavator side of things, when we have a utility damage hit, we call, the one call, everything's kind of rushed. Doesn't matter if the PM is in a bid letting or a pre-construction conference. The foreman, the field guy puts it all in the NUCA-WINS, and then it's stored there, everything possible at a moment's notice, and it stays there. And we get invoices or damage claims up to a year later, and we feel comfortable that we can go right back to that date on that job through NUCA-WINS and get all the information just like it happened. Back to the damage prevention stuff, they use their iPads to record everything the moment it happens. So we're out there before the utility or locators, if they try to paint lines, it's instantaneous and saved. And then we take that right to them, saying, this is what it looked like. We understand the pictures you got, but that's fresh paint. Here's how it happened. The same cut with no paint, and time stamp, date stamp, because we're the first ones obviously on the job site. And we do this if it's our fault or not our fault, just to protect our butt.
Tell me about some of the ways in which injury reporting has changed since you started using NUCA-WINS.
On the injury side of things, it helps to keep everybody on the same page as documenting, first report of injury, everything can be vocal. We've used it where, hey, we need to get stitches. And my wife, Tara, has all the hospitals located in there. The GPS pulls it up, tells them the nearest walk-in clinic. So it saves from going to an emergency room, which is your natural instinct out there in the field. But that part, and then also carrying that over as far as if it's recordable incident, non-recordable, or if it's just first aid, and helps us with our 300 OSHA law. As far as the injury and stuff, I would say that the best part is if someone's not in the office, they can't get a hold of human resources, or for whatever reason, they know exactly, because my wife has everything in there that's self-sufficient, that if you follow the template, you know exactly what, and our template, our processes and procedures is just like how you and Addie described it during training. This is the steps, and they had that out in the field. We haven't had too much issue with that, but I do notice that they use the audio, video, and photo stuff a lot more from the beginning and less in the written stuff, because pictures say 1,000 words.
Have you changed the way you communicate about equipment repairs since implementing NUCA-WINS?
We also use it on our equipment repairs. So we use it three different places right now. And for equipment repairs, we go every month, we see how many hits one piece of equipment got. And if something gets, right now with supply and with parts and whatnot, if someone complains that this machine's been missing this part from this date, he actually can go back to his own NUCA-WINS and see when he reported it, and it says the first date that it was hit. So we get a timeline. We can take that to vendors. Here's the day it was reported. Here's the day we called in the part. You need to try to help us out on some of these things. So that's the big light for us. On the equipment side, it was once they started doing the audit, the audio versus typing it in, pretty much now they're really, I wouldn't say it's lazy, but it's intuitive, that they grab their iPad, they record, they show a picture, they actually will see the part or whatever fitting is leaking, record it as they're talking, and then their subject is EX1 has oil leak, and then you have to go to the audio video file, which is helpful because at this point our service department does not have to contact the foreman. They can look at the picture, they can see what's leaking, they can order the part, pick the part up on their way, and then go fix the part, versus service manager calling the foreman, what's leaking? Well, really, this is coming from here. Now you get a video of it. he looked at the video, he can go to his service tech. This is what's leaking. All you gotta do is swing by this, get this part, and then this is the job site.